Okay, all right, here we go. We're going to start today. Welcome, welcome. Have your block handy. And we're going to start from child's pose position. So I already have my blanket here to make sure my kneecaps are protected. And I'm going to sit with my knees right under the hips, dropping the hips towards the heels, and then just walking the hands forward, allowing the shoulders, the chest, and the forehead, everything to release. Here, this is Balasana, child's pose, and it's a gentle way to stretch the spine very safely. And you are stretching just as being here, lying down, I'm sorry, and in child's pose position, it helps you to release any lower back tension. So this is a very safe one. And just if you have your elbows out, this allows have some opening in the upper spine and the middle back. Just take a moment here. Feel the stretch and then slowly begin to bring the attention towards the breath. So you're in child's pose. And just notice your breath moving in and out. And begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling and exhaling in a deeper, longer way. Always through the nostrils. A couple more rounds. And then gently, let's all find our way to tabletop position, making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. And have the top of the feet flat on the mat. And we're going to work moving the spine slowly into the cat-cow, linking the breath with the movement. So inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round the spine. Exhale through the nose and chin in, belly in. Inhale, coming into an extension, opening the chest, look forward. Exhale, flexion of the spine, belly in, chin in, and round like an angry cat. And keep moving into cat-cow using your breath. Exhaling as you come into the cat. Inhaling as you open the chest and drop the belly into the cow. And 3 more rounds like this, slowly mobilizing and stretching, waking up the muscles that are attached to the spine, the muscles that are in the back of in front of your rib cage. Just one last round. Take an inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Now exhale slowly through the nose and slowly drop the hips to the heels, forearms, elbows, and just relax the forehead towards the floor. And if you cannot reach the mat with your forehead, remember you can modify by placing the block under your forehead. Just few round of breath here. And slowly return back to tabletop position, neutral spine. And let's move the spine into the cat, move the rib cage to the right, drop the chest and the belly to the center, and bring the rib cage to the left and round into the angry cat. So in other words, we are rotating the torso towards the right, softening the shoulders and elbows so you can have some fluidity in that movement, mobilizing rib cage, upper spine, middle back, and back through center. Now we're going to move the rib cage to the left. Exhale, drop the belly to the mat, go to the round and cat. Same direction, left, center, right, and up. And just keep moving. 3 more rounds. Breathing in and out and moving the torso, the spine, the rib cage, and slowly back to table. Exhale, round the spine, angry cat, forearms, elbows down, child's pose again, back to your breath. And back to tabletop, making sure wrists are under the shoulders and knees under the hips. From here, we're going to move the hips to the right, look over to your right shoulder, to the left, look over to your left shoulder. And just move the hips right to left, left to right, and just move your neck as well as you look over your shoulders. Sun movement here. Just keep moving the torso. Now bring the hips into the game. Sun movement there, and then slowly back through center, round the spine like an angry cat, forearms, elbows down, and then rest the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. A few round of breath here through the nose in Balasana, child's pose. Breathing nicely through the nose, deep exhale through the nose. And back to tabletop. This time, we're going to rotate the hands so the fingertips are facing towards your towards how do you call your knees. I'm still dealing with my left shoulder, and so I cannot do that full rotation. So I'm going to keep my left fingertips facing to the front and my right fingertips facing to the, and we're going to rock slightly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And just feel that stretch. In your case, if you're doing both hands, you can feel the stretch gently in the posterior part of your forearms. And then slowly back through center and just have the fingertips both facing to the front of the mat. From here, tucking the toes under. Inhale, lift the heels, chin to your chest, shoulders back and down. This is downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And try to have that nice rotation, the shoulders, so the shoulders are backing down and heels are going towards the floor. Feel the nice inhale through the nose, heels up, knees down to tabletop, and then move back to child's pose. Elbows down, and just take a moment as you breathe through the nose. Moving back to tabletop. Extend your left leg back and the right arm goes forward. From here, inhale, pick up the left foot and right hand up. Exhale, lower the toes, lower the fingertips down. Same side. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. Now, inhale, lift, flex right elbow, flex left knee, round the spine, sunbird position. Inhale, extend left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, flex and round the spine, right elbow come to your left knee. Inhale, extend and reach through the left heel and fingertips of your right hand. Exhale, flex, right elbow come to your left knee. Inhale, extend and hold there for 3 breaths. Right hand down, left knee down, round the spine, and child's pose. Again, rest your elbows, your forearms, and the forehead to your hands or towards the block. 3 round of breath. And slowly return back to tabletop position. Engage the core, extend the right leg back, left hand forward, fingertips touching the mat. Inhale, left arm up, right leg up. Exhale, hand down, toes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now inhale, lift, flex left elbow, flex right knee, and round the spine. Inhale, extend the left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, flex, bring the left elbow to touch your right knee. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, flex and round. Now inhale, reach and hold for 3 rounds of breath. Left hand down, right knee down, round the spine, child's pose. Relax your forearms, your forehead towards the floor. Take a moment and breathe here. Inhale, slowly back to tabletop position. Make sure your knees are right under the hips. Tuck the toes under, contract the belly, engage the core, lower abdominal muscles, and pick up the knee, few inches off the mat. Engage the core, keep both arms strong and stable. They're holding you up. Engage those muscles on the spine. Don't drop the neck. Keep your neck neutral. Breath is flowing. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Keep holding in position. Activate the core. Now with the next inhale, straighten both legs, downward dog. Heels towards the floor, chin to your chest. 3 round of breath. Heels up. Flex the knee, lower the knees, but hover there. Don't go all the way down. We're again into the 90-degree angle. Heels in line with the knees in line with the hips. You keep breathing as you hold in position, engaging muscles and around the rib cage, the front, the belly, lower back muscles. Take a nice inhale, straighten the legs, downward dog, 3 round of breath. Heels up, last round, flex the knee, lower and hover there. Engage the core, keep the belly stable and strong. Don't drop the head. Keep breathing. Couple more round of breath. And we're going to go into the last downward dog from this sequence. Inhale, straighten the legs and Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in and out. Take a nice inhale to bring the heels up. Knees down towards the floor. Tabletop, top of the feet flat in the mat. Move the hips to the heels and bring the arms with you as you relax the arms down by your side. Soften the shoulders, the elbows, the wrist, and the hands. Palms are facing up, and you are releasing the elbows and the shoulders. Breathing in and out. And bring the arms forward, tabletop position. Now, forearms, elbows down, interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under, pressing to dolphin pose. Straighten the legs, crown of the head pointing towards the mat, and you press to the heels to feel the stretch in your Achilles tendon, calf muscles, the back of the knees. Breathing in and out, working on strengthening the shoulders. Relax your neck, crown of the head should be pointing towards the floor, and you are going back to the deep breath. And then slowly release the knees towards the floor, top of the feet flat. Separate the hands, palms towards the mat. Press to pick up the elbows, right hand on the right shoulder, left hand under the left. Round the spine and back to child's pose. Stretch the spine, relax your neck, your shoulders, and your elbows and wrists. And hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest. From kneeling position, let's step forward with your left foot. Right hand goes down by your left foot and then slide the right knee slightly back here. Hands to your left side, elbows by your rib cage, pressing through the pelvis and the hips to the front of the mat. Bring the arms overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand and slowly move the spine to the right. Just going into nice deep opening on the front of your right hip flexor, but at the same time you are stretching laterally this left side of your torso and just stretching those intercostal muscles. Keep lifting from the chest. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Return the spine back through center, both hands down towards the floor. Tuck the toes under your back foot. Pick up the right knee to high lunge and press to the right heel. Take a moment here. Bring the hands to your left thigh. Lift the chest. Keep the the right knee off the mat, and then slowly bring the arms up and overhead, palms facing to each other. Working with strength and balance as you concentrate on your breath. Hands down towards the floor. Now straighten your left knee. Move the hips back and press to your back the right heel. Draw the chin into the chest. And just breathe here. And then flex left knee, flex right knee, drop the right knee down. Left knee comes to join your right knee and release into child's pose again. Elbows up, relax your neck. And just come to your deep breath again. Hands by your knees to press up, coming to kneeling position. Now time to step forward with the right foot, hands down and slide the left knee down. Bring both hands to your right thigh, lift the chest, bring the arms overhead. Now grab your right wrist with your left hand, and as you exhale through the nose, slowly move your torso to the left, and just find that nice opening now in the right side, but also you are opening and stretching the iliopsoas on your left part, your left hip. Keep the breath flowing. You feel that nice lateral stretch on the right side of the torso. Slowly return the spine back to neutral position. Lower both hands down towards the floor. Tuck the toes under to press and lift the left knee off the mat. Hands to your right thigh to engage and lift the torso, and just keep the left knee off the mat, working with strength and balance, and then bring the arms overhead and just keep sinking through the hips. Don't hold the breath, please. Couple more round of breath. Hands down towards the floor. Lower your left knee down. Right knee comes to meet your left knee. Child's pose again to rest and breathe. Lift the head, lift the chest. Take the blanket from under your knees and return to tabletop position. From tabletop, move the both knees slightly back. So instead of having the knees under the hips, we move the knees back. And then we lower the forearms and the elbows down, interlace the fingers, and then move the pelvis forward. So notice that my shoulders and my hips are in the same line. This is a supported plank position, working on strengthening the core. You can have your knees down, or you can tuck the toes under and lift the knee off the mat. Whatever you are, keep your neck neutral. And of course, your breath is flowing. If you have your knees off the mat, lower the knees. And from here, separate the hands, everybody, and then drop the pelvis, the hips, the belly down towards the floor, a Sphinx pose. So your hands and your elbows are parallel, and you're lifting from the chest. And just close your eyes, shoulders back and down, and the spine, imagine, is shooting forward and up. Engage those muscles on the spine, getting them stronger to keep the spine nice and contained there. And then slowly drop the chest down towards the floor. Bring the hands on by your rib cage. Press the palms, lift the chest, bend the knees, and child's pose. Relax and back to your breath. And moving back to tabletop. Again, keep the knees back, not under the hips. Second round. Forearms, elbows down, interlace the fingers, move the pelvis and hips in line with your shoulders, engage the core. You can keep the knees down or tuck the toes, knees up, holding position. Everybody back to your breath. Keep working and strengthening the core muscles of the abdominal area, the side of your rib cage, the back, Just keep lifting and breathing. And 2 more round of breath, please. If you have your knees up, everybody knees down. Move the pelvis and hip forward. Separate the hands. Round number 2 to a Sphinx pose. And we're just actively lifting the chest, shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. Go back to the deep breath as you keep engaging those muscles in the spatial middle back and lower back. Gently as you exhale, lower the chest down, slide the hands by your rib cage, press the palms against the floor, pick up the head, the chest, bend the knees, child's pose to release your lower back. Take a few rounds of breath again. Last round, palms forward, back to tabletop. Keep the knees not under your hips, slightly back. Forearms, elbows down, forearms down. Last round of core from plank with supported plank or tuck the toes under, knees up, making sure your hips are in line with your shoulders and you are back to your breath. If your knees are off the mat, knees down, separate the hands, relax your pelvis, your hips. Last round of Sphinx pose. And you press with the forearms and you keep lifting from the chest. Close your eyes and back to your deep breath. And slowly release the chest down, palms by your rib cage, pressing, lifting the chest, the pelvis, bend the knees, our child's pose again to pause and rest and come back to the full breathing and inhalation and exhalation through the nostrils. And inhale back to tabletop position. From here, bring the knees together, drop the hips to one side. In my case, I'm going to go on my right side. So keep working on strengthening the core. So I'm going to place my right elbow under my right shoulder, forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Both legs are together and you have your left hand for support. So you can cross the top leg over to the right leg in my case and use the foot and the hand to press and lift and hold it there as you engage all those muscles on the side of the right side of your rib cage, your torso, and you activate the muscles of the hips to keep lifting. You can keep the hand down, you can bring the arm up towards the sky, and whatever you are, you're holding in position. Last round. Exhale, release the hips, the legs, bend both knees, use the palms to press, walk with the hands and lift the spine up to a position, to upright position, and then let's go to the opposite side. My left elbow is under my left shoulder. Both legs are together, or you can say cross it over to use the foot for support and the hand. So when you're ready, you lift the hip up, you engage, you can bring the arm up, keep the hand down for support if you need to, and you keep activating those muscles on the left side of your rib cage, the outside of the hip, and just keep lifting as you breathe in and out. Slowly release. Flex both knees. Use the palms to press. Walk your hands and lift the torso. Let's all come to seated position. So have your blanket, sit on the edge of your blanket. This is Sukhasana, easy pose with my legs crossed. Remember, you can modify and have your legs in front of you if this is too much for your knees today. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Place the palms to your thighs and knees, elbows by your rib cage, and let's rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. And to the right. Keep moving, same direction. And going into the opposite direction. Return the head back to neutral position and bring the hands to the back of the skull, elbows in, and gently guide the chin to your chest with the weight of your hands. And inhale, lift the heart, neutral position, release the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down. One more, up, back and down, coming to the opposite direction, forward, down, back and up, forward, down, back and up. One more. And then slowly hands to the heart center, back to the breath. And then twist to the right, placing your left hand down to your right knee, right hand behind you, look over to your right shoulder. And then bring the chin towards your left shoulder and down. Holding position. Bring the head back to neutral. Keep your left hand to your right knee. Bring the arm up and over and then move the spine to the left. Keep the chin facing towards your left shoulder as you keep opening through the right elbow and the front of your right shoulder. Breathing in and out. Nice lateral stretch. Slowly inhale. Return the spine back to neutral and release. Both hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Twisting to the left. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. First, inhale. Look over to your left shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly bring the chin towards the right shoulder and down. Holding position. Bring the head back to neutral. Bring the left arm up and over, and then move the spine to the right as you stretch out the left side of the torso. And just keep guiding your left elbow back to open from the front of your left shoulder, the left side of your chest as you keep moving and stretching those muscles on the left side of the torso. Slowly inhale back through center and do the twist. Hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Hands behind you, feet wider than the hips with the knees bent. Some windshield wiper movement here. And then dropping the legs to one side. Let's back to tabletop. Just take your blanket off the mat because we're not going to stay in tabletop. We're moving to downward dog with the toes tucked. Straighten both legs, hips up, heels towards the floor, and then walk your hands towards your feet. Back to the back of the mat, relaxing the spine, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Your knees are slightly bent, and then slowly rounding the spine. We're going to find our way up to standing position as we bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Feet wide as your hips. Bring the belly in, shoulders back and down. Spine is neutral, breath is flowing, chin slightly back and towards the chest. Nice, easy breathing. Take a nice inhale, hands to the heart, bend the knees, chair pose, open the chest and lift the chest. So we're not leaning forward, we're sinking to the hips, lifting and then hands down by your hips. Flex the knee, hands to the heart, bend into chair. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips. Flex and lower, engage the core. Inhale, straighten and hands down by your hips. Exhale, flex and lower to chair pose. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten and lift in Uttanasana. And then Samastiti, and then flex and hold and bend and pause there. And hands to the heart and lift the chest and sink the hips. Breathing in and out, holding position. Keep working on strengthening those muscles in the back, abdominal muscles, hip muscles, leg muscles. Take a nice inhale, straighten both legs, hands up and overhead, and exhale, swan dive as you fall forward to standing forward. Bend, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Samastiti. Take a nice inhale, full exhale. Round number 2. From here, take a nice inhale, flex the knee, hands to the heart, chair pose, Ardha Utkatasana, lift the spine. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips. Flex the knees and sink into chair pose, hands to the heart center. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, hands down by your hips. Exhale, flexing down, belly in, engage those back muscles. Keep the spine lifted. One more. Inhale, straighten. Now we're going to flex and hold. Engage the core, lift the chest, sinking through the hips, back to the breath. Inhale, straighten both legs, hands overhead, swan dive to exhale through the nose to relax the spine, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. Couple more round of breath, relax any tension, your shoulders, upper spine, middle back, lower back. And then rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Couple round of breath. Last round. Take a nice inhale, flex the knee, hands to the heart, move the hips back, activate the muscles of the core. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands down by your hips. Exhale, flex and sink the hips. Keep the spine super strong. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten both legs, hands down by your hips. Exhale, flex and down. Inhale, straighten. Now we're going to flex and going down, holding position. Back to the breath, lift the spine, activate those muscles in the spine and the hips and the legs. Keep the breath flowing, please. Take a nice inhale to straighten both legs, hands overhead, and exhale, swan dive. Hands towards the floor, relax the spine. And here, nod your head yes, shake your head no, relax any tension, and then walk your hands forward to the front to downward dog. From downward dog, heels up, knees to tabletop, move the hips to the heels, and then rest here, Balasana, child's pose. Back to the breath to slow it down. Take your time to rest and breathe. Checking in with your breath rate, your breath movement, with your heart rate. And slowly lift the head, the chest, drop the hips to one side. The legs are coming to the front. Have your blanket to place on the opposite side. And we're going to be in the front of the mat with the feet wide as your hips. Shoulders back and down. And we're going to have the hands behind you. I'm going to move a little bit more back. Hands behind you for support. Knees up. And we're going to straighten the legs, lower the heels down. You can have the legs, the arms to your side if you need to. Lift, bend the knee, boat pose. Straighten and lower the heels down, lower the spine slightly back. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Straighten the legs, lower and lower the spine back. Lift the chest, bend the knees. Extend the legs and lower the spine. Flex the knee and lift the chest. Straighten the legs, lower. Inhale, flex and lift. Extend the legs, lower the spine. Bend the knees and farmer's pose. Round the spine, take a break. Nice, easy breathing. Round number 2, hands for support. Bring the spine slightly back, lift the legs, straighten and lower the spine, lower the legs. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Straighten the legs, lower the torso. Bend the knees and lift, bend the knees. Straighten the legs, lower. Engage, flex, lift the chest. 2 more. Straighten the legs, lower. Bend the knees, lift the chest. 1 last. Straighten and lower. Bend and farmer's pose. Relax any tension. Just back to your breath. And last round. Hands for support. And just lean back, feet up, straighten, lower the legs and the chest. Lift the chest, bend the knees. Straighten and lower. Flex, engage up. Straighten the legs with control, lower. Flex and lift. Straighten the legs, lower. Flex, lift the chest. 1 more. Straighten the legs, lower. And flex. And our last farmer's pose. Take a nice break here. Relax your neck, relax your shoulder, spine, your abdominal muscles, your back muscles. And from here, lift the chest, grab your block, place the block in between your inner thighs, hands under the shoulders, bring the sit bones close to your heels, and then flex the elbows and lower your spine down. Make sure you have your neck and head protected by your blanket. Your block is in between your inner thigh. Make sure you slide the heels are right under your knees and your feet are wide as your hips. Chin slightly tucked in, hands and arms down by your side. Press the block, inhale up. Press the block, lower down. Press and up. Exhale, pressing down. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, press and lower. Inhale, press and up. Exhale, pressing down. Now we're going to press and up and hold. Up, hold as you keep pressing. Inhale and exhale. And exhale, you press the block. Keep the lift hip lifted and bridge. And inhale, you release. Exhale, you press the block. Inhale, you relax. Exhale, press. Inhale, relax. And press and exhale slowly down, 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 down. Hold it there, 3 rounds of breath. Round number 2, press the block. Inhale up, exhale, press and lower. Inhale, press and up, exhale, press and down. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, press and lower. Inhale, press and up. Exhale, press and down. 1 more. Inhale, press and up. Exhale, press and lower. We're going to press and going up now. Press, press up. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press the block. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, soften. Exhale, press. Inhale, soften. Exhale, press. Soften. Press. And slowly lower down, holding position and breathe there. Keep the block in between the inner thighs. We're going for our last round. Take a moment, breathing in and out. Now press the block. Inhale up, press, exhale down. Press, inhale up, press, exhale down. Inhale, pressing up into the bridge. Exhale, press, lower your bridge down. 3 more rounds. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, press and lower. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, down. One last. Inhale, lift and press. Exhale, press and lower. We're going to press and lift and hold. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press the block. Inhale, release. And press as you exhale. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, relax. Press, last one. And then slowly release all the way down. Remove the block from in between the thighs, hands to your knees. A few rounds of Apanasana, guiding the thighs into the chest to release any tension in your lumbar spine, your lower back. Just keep breathing as you do this, moving the thigh in and away. Just relax and deep breath. Bring the legs up to the sky. Rotate the ankles in one direction. And going into the opposite direction. Flexing and pointing. Some movement there on the feet and the ankles. The calf muscles. And then flex the knees and lower the feet down. Let's do our IT band stretch always. Especially we'll work today a lot with the hips and the legs. Left foot on top of your right thigh. Reaching with both hands to hold the hamstring of your right leg or the shin. Keep the hips even and just breathe with the eyes closed, long and steady. And release, left foot down, right foot on top of left thigh. Holding from the hamstring or the shin of your left leg. Close your eyes, back to the deep breath. And release. And now have your knees over your hips and ankles in line with your knees. 90-degree angles on the legs. Arms in T position. We're going to work with twist, engagement, and strengthening of the core at the same time. We're going to keep working, stretching the IT band. Stretch as we twist. So from here, exhale slowly. Exhale, twist to the left. Hover there. Extend the right leg towards your left hand. Flex your right knee. Engage the core, neutral position. Exhale slowly, twist to the right, hover. Inhale, extend the left leg, touch your left toe with your right hand, flex your left knee, and then bring both legs back through center. Inhale, and exhale, slowly twist to the left, and extend the right leg to your left hand. Flex your right knee, keep hovering, bring both legs back through center. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, straighten the left leg to your right hand. Exhale, flex your left knee. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the left, hover. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Flex your right knee. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, straighten. Flex your left knee. Inhale, bring both legs back through center. Lower the feet down wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis and the hips into bridge to line your spine. And then slowly lower down, 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 down. Hug yourself, bring the thighs into the chest. Nice breathing here. And then hug your left thigh into the chest and extend the right leg to the front. And then lower the heel down. Place your left foot above your right knee. We're going to twist to the right. Your right hand is outside of your left knee and your left arm out in T position. As you exhale slowly, the left knee moves to the right into the twist. Hold in position. And do the twist, return back to neutral. Extend your left leg to the front. Flex your right knee, place the right foot above your left knee. Left hand outside the right knee. Exhale, twist to the left. Hold and breathe. Gently return the spine, the knee back through center. Right foot down, flex your left knee, left foot down. Pick up the pelvis, hips, align your spine into a bridge. Lower your bridge down, feet up, full happy baby. Holding from the outside of your feet or your ankles. Try to keep lower back flat on the mat. You can hold still. You can give yourself a massage if you rock from side to side. Whatever works for you. And bring the sole of the feet together, holding from the sole of the feet, knees out. Keep the feet off the mat. Do your best to relax your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, your hips and pelvis. Keep the sole of feet together and then let go the feet down towards the floor with the knees wide open. Hands to your belly, belly breathing. Now bring the thighs and the knees together. Keep the knees together. Walk the feet wide as the mat. Just hold it there as you shorten your iliopsoas. Bring the arms out in T position. Separate the knees and do some windshield wiper movement, moving the legs in one direction and the head is going to the opposite direction. And then slowly head, knees back through center. Extend both feet to the corner of the mat. Turn the feet out and slide the arms so the arms are palm facing up somewhere in between your hips and your shoulders, making any adjustment in between your shoulder blades. And take a nice inhalation through the nose and exhale deep through the mouth. And again, side out. One more. And close your lips. Welcome to your last pose. This is your Shavasana. This is where we let go any tension, any tightness on the body. Taking the time here to breathe and let go, to really be aware of the entire length of the body. As you breathe in and out through the nose, I'm going to allow you just to rest there without any instruction on my part. In other words, I'm going to let you be with your own body and work through this deep body awareness. You instruct your body from head to toes, allowing muscles, tendons, and ligaments, all the joints, to come into a deep and sweet resting state. And just let the breath be natural. Allow your breath to guide you through a deep relaxation. Very slowly, please. Now begin to bring awareness to the body as you deepen the breath, full breathing in and out through the nose. Just take your time. Now move your neck and your head gently from side to side. The wrist, the fingers, ankles and toes. Just slowly bring some movement to the body. And as you inhale deeply, your arms are coming overhead. You are pointing the toes. You're reaching through the fingertips and feel the body. Feel the torso growing taller, creating space in between each vertebrae. And as you have your next exhale, you flex both knees. You hug yourself. You roll over to your right side and you pause there in fetal position as an extension of your Shavasana. And the head comes last. Very slowly, please. And find your way to come and sit it comfortably with me. Any pose, Sukhasana, or sitting in a chair if you need to.
Making sure your spine is upright, your elbows by your rib cage, softening shoulders, and your eyes are closed, and the muscles of the face are soft. And let's work on bringing the awareness inward to the breath. Using the breath in a way that we anchor through the awareness of the breath moving in and out. We focus on the breath and we do our best to keep engaged with the breath. So, of course, the mind does what the mind does. We're going to get all these thoughts and emotions coming in, disrupting the attention, the focus to the breath. We're going to acknowledge that. We're going to pay attention. And whatever that thought emotion is, we're going to say, yes, you're there. I know what you're doing, but you can move. You can take your time to just move away from my mind. And then you keep coming back to that breath. So the breath is present and the breath is your anchor. And you keep coming back to the breath, and you can just focus on lengthening the breath or just your regular breathing. Just work with that. Keep coming back to that nice feeling of the breath within the body. And gently draw the hands to your heart center. This is Anjali Mudra. Let's concentrate on one peaceful thought, one peaceful feeling, an emotion that bring us in deep in our heart, the feeling of peace. And then bring into your heart some peaceful thought that we can send it out from the heart center, from our heart center out in the world, out in the country, out in our community. A peaceful feeling, a peaceful thought. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace and more perfect peace. The peace we all need within ourselves. Sending peace out as we interact in our daily lives. And especially peace, peace, and more perfect peace out in the world. Much needed peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.